We continue to learn more about the shooting of Tippecanoe County Judge Meyer and his wife. As we previously reported, prosecutors believe the January 18th attack on Judge Meyer and his wife was planned to disrupt a domestic abuse case against a man named Thomas Moss. At the time, he was out on bond and set to appear before Judge Meyer just 2 days after the shooting. His girlfriend, Nevaeh Bell, is accused of assisting in the planning process and is also listed as a business partner with Moss. Blake Smith is accused of buying the gun used in the crime. Amanda Millsap faces bribery charges, accused of offering to pay the victim in Moss's case $10,000 to not testify. Zenata Greer is charged with assisting a criminal. She lives with the accused gunman, Raylan Ferguson. Ferguson is not just the accused gunman. He's since admitted to the crime. News 18's Cody Malin and I have been sifting through updated court documents, revealing what else Ferguson has confessed to.
In a conversation with detectives, Ferguson is sharing his side of the story. He claims Moss pressured him to pull off the crime in an effort to solve Moss's ongoing legal battle. Ferguson says he didn't want to do the crime, but was in debt to Moss and his girlfriend Nevaeh Bell through the couple's trucking business. Ferguson tells investigators Moss promised him his debt would be erased if the crime was pulled off. Court documents show Moss and Ferguson both being connected through gangs, which Moss allegedly promised Ferguson a higher ranking if he committed that crime. In his confession, Ferguson says the initial plan was to find the victim in Moss's case so she could be, quote, stopped. During this time, Ferguson claims Bell helped pay for a burner phone. He also says himself, Bell, and Moss were all present at the time the crime was planned. When Ferguson failed in Pennsylvania, he says he was told the next step was to go after Judge Meyer in Lafayette. He says the initial plan was to break in, holding the couple at gunpoint. Then they would have the judge's wife zip tie Judge Meyer, leave a note, zip tie his wife, shoot Judge Meyer, and leave out the back. Ferguson claims Moss was the brains behind the discussion. He also says Blake Smith gave him the gun to use and helped him get in his disguise. He also tells investigators Bell had an app on her phone which she had access to through work to locate Judge Meyer's house. Moss, Bell, Smith, and Ferguson all face attempted murder and conspiracy to commit murder charges, among many others. In his confession, Ferguson does not bring up Amanda Millsap or Zenata Greer, the woman he was living with at the time. In Tippecanoe County, I'm Cody Malin.
Since the initial hearing, Thomas Moss has put in a request for a public defender and is asking to be allowed to have contact with family and loved ones. Right now, all suspects have a planned jury trial for May 6th. We will continue to follow and update this story as we learn more, both on air and online at WLFI.com.